What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hope your Friday's off to a great start. A little bit later start today. I got a game coin board call at 9 a.m. Central. So let's do about 20-25 minutes here. Fire away if you got questions, anything you'd like to talk about. You know the drill. We'll get right to it. YouTube, smash the like button, please. Subscribe up to the Matt Moscona channel if you've not done so yet. Facebook, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. And we'll get down to it. Super Regionals begin today, so that's exciting. That college baseball takes that next step. Really disappointing that there's no LSU in the mix. Obviously, that's gonna take a lot of people away from Super Regionals watching. Devery Henderson and Fred McAfee elected to the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame. Really cool to see that honor for those two guys. So they'll be enshrined or inducted, I guess. This coming season, they'll be honored during a game, but congrats to those guys. Really cool to see the modern era guys starting to get that honor. We've started to see that a bunch, right, with guys like Colston and Lance Moore and Devery Henderson, guys that were such key parts of of the Super Bowl run in those great years under Sean Payton. So great to see that as well. LSU football has an elite prospect camp this weekend. So a lot going on, man. Fire away. Let me know what y'all got. We'll get to your comments here. We'll say some hellos. Let's see. Tim Gotro. Tim, you're so good at being first out the chute there on YouTube, man. Respect. Tip of the cap. Which do you think has the best chance of pulling an upset and getting the College World Series? So I think I'm going to pull up all the matchups real quick. So right off the top, I'll tell you, I think Oklahoma has a great chance of beating East Carolina. East Carolina's been very good at home this year. I understand that. But they also played like 9 quad 1 games, and I think they were 2-7. So Oklahoma, I think, is better, and I think Oklahoma will win that Super Regional. So I'm sorry. Forgive me. Not Oklahoma. Texas. Sorry. I said Oklahoma. Texas. Sorry. So Notre Dame, Tennessee. I think Notre Dame's got a shot in that one, but of course I'll pick Tennessee. Texas, East Carolina. Forgive me. Oklahoma's playing Virginia Tech, and I like Virginia Tech in that one. In Blacksburg. Louisville against Texas A&M, I think, is going to be fascinating theater. I respect the job Jim Schlossnagle did this year at Texas A&M, and they're at home, and I think they'd probably pull it off. Stanford beating UConn will probably be the most one-sided of all the regionals. UConn won the Maryland regional, which Maryland had no business hosting. As we talked about, the Big Ten was an absolute abomination this year. And then UConn has to go across country to Palo Alto to play Stanford, who has been right behind. Stanford and Oregon State have been right behind Tennessee as the 3 best teams in college baseball all year. So I pick UConn. I think Arkansas's got a great shot to beat North Carolina. ACC was very good this year, but I think Arkansas has a great shot to go on the road and win that series. Ole Miss and Southern Miss, I'm leaning pitching to go Ole Miss, but I think there's something to be said for Southern Miss. I'm leaning, but there's something to be said for Ole Miss being as hot as they are, one of the hottest teams in the country, and swinging the bats. They are a veteran team. I might lean toward upset Ole Miss there. Auburn goes to Oregon State. I like Oregon State a lot in that one. And that would set your College World Series. Truax, what's good, man? Ashari, what's up? Shelby Kelly. Gio's gone. Come home, Paxton Kling. Yeah, so I probably should have put that as well. So Gio entered his name into the transfer portal. Like we've been kind of talking about a little bit. There's you're going to start to see that, right? You're going to start to see a lot of guys from this current LSU baseball roster entering the transfer portal. July 1 is the deadline. You got to have your name in the portal by July 1 if you want to be immediately eligible next year. So all these guys that know they're going to be entering the portal, they'll do it quickly so that way, they find a new landing spot before all the spots get taken. Vernell Thomas, good morning. Do you think the Saints are going to bring back Quan? I do, Vernell. I don't think Quan's going to have many great options. And I think the Saints will bring him back on another one-year team-friendly deal. Spider, you gotta be kidding me. I know Mo, dog. I did, dog. Spiders. I don't do spiders, don't do snakes. Brian Wynn, Randy Bennett, Stephen Fry, Charlie Cavell, Glenn Laurie. Most national media has the Saints at 8 wins. I would bet the over. I think their projected total is like 7.5. Hang on, I'll tell you exactly what Vegas has them at right now. Saints are at... Pardon? Eight. Okay, there it is. It's DraftKings. Has the Saints at 8. And I agree. I would take the over. I picked them 10-7. Last year with playing 4 different quarterbacks and all the injuries they had to everybody all season long, they still went 9-8. I think a healthy Saints team with the additions they made in free agency. I do think that they're a 10-win team. I think they're 10-7. Shelby, let's see. Read an interview that Mike Romero did. Seemed very adamant about playing college ball. Not saying that changes anything about what you've heard, but it was a good read. Send me the link, Shelby. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see him here, but I'm just telling you, I'm only relaying what I've been told from the people scouting him, who are obviously talking to him, that know what his ask is, what his number is, and it sure sounds like he's going to get paid. Chuck Sanchez, what's up, Chuck? Get it? Up, Chuck? Hey, Dad, good morning. Doug Cook, good morning. How many more players do you see getting processed this week to make room for transfers in the incoming freshman class? So they've pretty much had their exit meetings already. It's just a matter of when we all publicly learn who's not coming back. So I think the other thing to keep in mind, I'm not dodging your question. I just don't want to give you something that's inaccurate because of the way you asked the question. Because you said how many get processed this week. I mean, well, everyone that's going to already has. Season ended Monday. It's Friday. They've had exit meetings. Everybody knows what their stock is. All the guys have already left, either gone home or gone to wherever their summer league is. I mean, that's all those decisions have been made. Let's see. Looking at the roster, I'll do this in my head. 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. 7. 8. 8. And then you also got to keep in mind Blaze Priester's on the roster. He's not coming back. He's going to go JUCO than pro. Mikhail Hilliard, Devin Fontenot, Trent Vittmeyer. These guys don't have any more eligibility, right? So, and then, Barry and Raiselman, like Doty, they're signing pro contracts. So, mean, more than half your roster is going to turn over this year. Matt Godwin, Kelly Gross, Hayden Presley, Bob Poole. Let's see. Saw Kendall predict the UCLA pitcher Thatcher Hurd may transfer down here. Yeah. So Thatcher Hurd, 6'5", 200-pounder, 6'4", 200-pounder from UCLA. Was a starter for them this year as a freshman. Had a back injury beginning of April, didn't pitch the rest of the year. That's really the question, Matt, how severe the injury was. And that's what everybody's kind of on a wait and see. But, if you're bringing him down here, you're pretty confident that you're going to be able to get him right. So. Chance Babin. Yeah, no, I know. I saw Stanford against Texas State. Isn't that fun? That's baseball. Yeah, so Texas State was up 2 on Stanford in the 9th of the championship game of their regional, and Stanford came back and won. I mean, it's baseball, brother. Everybody's beatable in baseball. You're asking me who I think wins? I think Stanford against UConn is probably the easiest super regional on the weekend. Jeff McKithen, good morning. Look at Hot Rod, Rodney Beloso. Nice hat, Scone. You need a roof inspection. You can always come inspect it, man. We new roof. We got the house back in 2016. They just put the roof on in 2015, so we're looking good. But Hot Rod, you want to come inspect my roof? Come on, bro. Darren Reeves. Let's see. Right. Wendell Norman, what's going on? Kirk Taylor, Jay Reach, what's up? Baseball gods getting their revenge on Tennessee eventually. You'll see. Okay, bye, babe. Larry Garner, Kirk Taylor, Welp signed the contract. Got the moving truck. Next time I'm down, it'll be for good. All right, Kurt. Welcome home, man. Cheers, cheers. When's that going to happen? When's moving day? Trivia Carter, what's up? Let's see, Kirk. Tennessee will not come close to winning the College World Series because of that ballpark in Omaha. I'm not so sure I would go that far, Kirk. I wouldn't say not come close. I mean, they're a heavy odds-on favorite to win it, and it would not surprise me at all if they do. I agree on the ballpark. Talked about that plenty, but they can also pitch it really well. So let's see. Spurge, good morning. How'd the meeting go? No, oh, thank you, Spurge. Appreciate that. Yeah, so yesterday Drew went and saw the dentist. So if you were here, because Drew is tube fed, he doesn't eat orally. So he's never lost all of his baby teeth. So he's got like 2 rows of teeth. He's lost some of his baby teeth, but not all of them. So there's the concern, that if you had cavities or bacteria, that can affect heart patients. So it's weird, but like dental issues are tied to CV issues, which I didn't know, but you learn that sort of thing when you have a heart kid. But so anyway, so we had to go down and see the Downside Children's Hospital in New Orleans, and but it went well, went really well. Said no need to pull them. We'll just keep an eye, because if we pulled his teeth, and he'd have to do CV anesthesia, and it would be a big, giant nuisance. So, but you do it, obviously, if we had to, but they said, no need to if it doesn't bother you. I was like, we don't care. We would rather not do all that. So, let's see. Trivia Carter, having a rough morning. Had to put gas in my car. Randall Offrecht. Good morning, Matt. When does Drew get his teeth? Yeah, so we're good. Good news is we're not going to have to pull him. So he'll just walk around like a shark for a little while longer. Cliff Nelson, morning, Scone. Team Drew. Won a bourbon raffle at Martin Wine. Bought a bottle of Blanche for a price. There you go, Cliff. Right, man. It's always good when your name gets pulled. Lamar Stevens, how many of the players on LSU's defense or only have 1 or 2 classes older players? Good question. So you're talking about like the grad players. The transfer. So that happened like with, you know what, actually I don't know with grad school what that rule is, Lamar, but I know like, Mettenberger and Mettenberger in 2013, his final year had like, so to be eligible, you have to be a full time student, right? So whatever that is, 12 hours, you know, in a semester that you have to take. Well, Mettenberger, the exception is if you're a certain number of hours away from graduation. So Mettenberger had like one online course his final semester, that fall 2013 semester. So he was basically a pro. Like Mettenberger would walk into the football ops building every morning with a Starbucks and flip flops, and he and Cam Cameron would just watch film all day. So now I know Burrow had something similar, but he might have been finishing up grad school, so it might have been something different. So I don't know, like if you just graduated, you're just starting your graduate program, if that's any different. So I don't know. Do you think we're in consideration for Tommy White? I don't think so, Jay Reach. That's Tommy Tanks, the kid who had 27 homers at NC State this year. I heard he's got an NIL deal at Florida State. Kendall Rogers mentioned Florida as well, but I think that he's from there, and I think he's got a deal to go to one of those schools. I think it's going to be Florida State. Scott Loom 12, with the SEC schools voting on the 9-game schedule, who at LSU gets to vote, or is it a collective? No. I'm sure it'll be the athletic directors that vote. Either the athletic directors or the school presidents that would cast the vote for their respective school. But you get one. You get one vote. Each school gets one vote. Matt, what are your thoughts on Andy Dalton? Wendell, I love him as a backup. The guy that's started 100 games in the NFL, has played in playoff games. I don't think he's the guy that's going to be a starting quarterback that's going to lead you to the playoffs or any type of massive success. But the way I always say it, it's like if Drew Brees smashes his helmet on his thumb on Aaron Donald's helmet, and you need a quarterback to keep the thing on the rails for 4 or 5 weeks. Can he do it? And I'd say yeah. So yeah, man, it's exciting. There's a freaking Blue Jay outside my window. Don't tell Gordy. Boy, this is something, man. I've seen Cardinals and Blue Jays outside this window. I didn't know that you saw those birds down here very much. Eric Walderwater, Southern Miss currently has a slight dog to win the series on DraftKings. Am I insane thinking that line as well? Yeah, I don't think it's way off, Eric. I would probably. Ole Miss again, veteran team. They're hot. I'd probably pick Ole Miss to win it, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if Southern Miss's pitching got it done. The old adage is good pitching beats good hitting sort of thing, but man, that Ole Miss offense, they were impressive this weekend, man. Peter Fenerick, left lane 18-wheeler is the worst of all offenders. But Peter, I'll tell you this, at least truck drivers understand the rules of the road, and they're usually only in the left lane to pass other trucks. The problem is it takes forever for them to pass. But yes, I would like to see 18-wheelers never in the left lane, ever. Oh, look at that, rain came out of nowhere. By the way, y'all, I know last night on the North Shore, Mandeville area, parts of Tangipahoa and St. Helena, there was hail. And there was, $50 size hail. If you're on the North Shore, someone who y'all had hail last night, y'all give us a shout at HUDCO. Let us come do a free, no obligation roofing inspection. And today, it's raining right now, but there's a big storm coming here about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to hit this part of the state. Y'all, I'm telling you, say it every day, man. There's only 2 ways to know if you have roof damage. You let us come do a free, no obligation roofing inspection, or you wait till you have water in your house. And one of those objectives really beats the other, or options beats the other. So, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. Do business with someone you know. All right. Kurt, July 9th is moving day. All right, brother. We'll look forward to having you back home, man. Brandon, college baseball in June and college football bowl season are my 2 favorite parts of the year. All right. Kirk, any chance Doty comes back? If he falls far enough. He's a redshirt sophomore because of the COVID year. So he does have 2 years of eligibility remaining if he wants to use them. But my guess is he'll be a top 2 round guy and he'll sign. Dave Vender, what's going on? We got hummingbirds everywhere. Wife put out the feeders, fun to watch. Is the MLB draft before or after transfer portal cutoff date? After. The draft is, they moved it to July. It used to be in June. It's, oh, it's 8:55. I gotta do it. July 17th to July 19th. So it's mid-July. All right, what's going on? A few more. Let me go quickly here. Quickly. Margaret Spirer, how many incoming freshmen will be on campus after the draft? Of the class of 21 they signed, they're hoping to get 11 or 12 on campus. Be huge. Chance, I think Romero and all the prospects will say they want to play at LSU to leverage their draft stock. That absolutely happens every year. Hot Rod, want to visit? We can crack that Blanton's goal. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready when you are. I've been ready for like a year and a half, dog. I'm ready to roll. Charlie Cavell, do you expect Doty to go pro? I do. Who are your starting 8 and 23? Hard to say, Charlie, because I don't know what the left side of what the middle infield is going to look like. I think best case you get Gavin Guidry on campus and probably a transfer at shortstop. If it's Maui Ahuna, who I think is going to Tennessee, but if not, maybe Josh Day from Missouri. That's your starting shortstop. Maybe Thompson plays third, Guidry plays second, Morgan at first. Your outfield is set with Pearson, Cruz, Stevenson, and then likely Milazzo catching. Hot Rod, keep in mind, Tennessee won the SC tournament, didn't hit many homers. Beat LSU 5-2 on pitching, just as good as anyone else this year. Yeah, 103 to 105 on the back end is legit. They're good, man. They can do it. They can do it on the mound. But I would agree that they ain't leaving the park at TD Ameritrade, obviously the way they did at home. All right, y'all, I got to get rolling. Chris Keller, I don't know where Gio's going to go. Tyler Alexander, what's up, man? Have you heard the additions planning to be done to the box? There's been no decisions made yet, Tyler. I know they did a fan survey, and there's a lot they need to do. They're going to try to make it more fan friendly. I know they're going to get the bullpens off the field. They're looking for those options. I mean, there's stuff they're going to do, but nothing's been decided as of now. All right, last one, Shane Carver. Where can we find your breakdown of what baseball recruits you think will land this cycle? It was Tuesday in hour 2 of AFR, around 4:40 Central. So if you go onto the 104.5 ESPN YouTube, go to Tuesday's show and look just past the hour and a half mark into the show. You'll see it. And I went one by one. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. I got to bounce. We've got a game going board call here in 2 minutes, so let me jump. Y'all have an awesome day. As always, shout out to Brock. Remember, Brock Rock and Wine is coming up on August the 6th from Tiger Stadium. Get your tickets at brortho.com and hudcoroofing.com. All right, y'all. Peace. Have a great day.